serious question time. Do you guys ever feel like, you know, going about your daily schedule that you just attract the most awkward situations at the most random ass times? That is the motherfucking story of my life right now. Like, I don't know what I did as a kid that made my life turn into such a crazy ass mess right now, but I swear, I encounter some of the most crazy situations and all I can do is just sit there and stare. Stop and stare like motherfucking One Republic on that ass. I wasn't even too fond of this whole awkward moment fad because I feel like some people were just saying shit was awkward when it was really just stupid and dumb, and I felt like they just needed a reason to say something. But the awkward moments that I'm going to discuss today, I'm pretty sure all of you guys can relate to, so let's just dive right into it. That awkward moment when you're having a full conversation with a bitch that apparently knows you, but you do not know who that bitch is. This happens to me on the daily, and I'm not a mean person, so I'll just sit there and nod and smile like, you know, we just go all the way back to motherfucking pre-K, when in all honesty, 9 times out of 10, I probably don't know you if I do not say your name. On the inside, I just want to be like, bitch, who are you? That awkward moment when you know you just slayed a motherfucking test, you know you got that 100% for the gods, and your ass failed. Yup, that happens to the majority of us. That awkward ass moment when you're scrolling down your Tumblr dashboard, and you accidentally mistake Christina Aguilera for Snooki. What is this world coming to? What makes it sad is I'm the one that feels guilty for doing that, but it's like, what do you expect, Christina? Honey, you once belted to us. When will your reflection show who you are inside? Well, honey, outside you are currently reflecting a Jersey Shore cast member, and that is not cute. At least I didn't say Miss Piggy now, that's a try. Side note, we discussed that awkward ass wave that all of us give when we're not really sure if we know that person or not, so it's more of like a, y'all already know that I'm a loud ass bitch, so I'm the type of person that'll just scream your name across wherever we are, and you know, I'm just like, Molly! Sarah! You know, Sarah is not turning around every time I'm screaming her name, and I'm wondering like, Sarah, honey, boo child. I think I get the hint when I call this bitch's name out 5 times and the bitch does not turn around, but no, it just goes right over my head. How about that awkward moment when you're the third wheel, you know, you're tagging along with a couple, and then the couple starts fighting, and they're just yelling and screaming at each other like you don't exist. You know, what? First of all, what are we supposed to do? Just, I mean, I know what I do. I just sit my ass there and, you know, stare into space. You know, start whistling. You know, if a bitch knew how to whistle. That awkward ass moment when a bitch doesn't fess up to farting. I could have taken all my friends, sent them to Iraq, and they could have been used as weaponry because they would have just literally killed everyone in Iraq in the way that they be passing gas right now. It just annoys me when they don't want to confess. I'm talking about it's not me. Bitch, you know that was you. That awkward ass moment when you're Facebook chatting someone and they say BRB and then that bitch never returns. They don't even just say BRB and, you know, sign up. They will still leave that green dot and people will just be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and that bitch never comes back and it just makes you feel like shit. How about that awkward ass moment when someone gives you a compliment but at the same time they're trying your motherfucking life? I'll give you an example.
Oh girl, your hair looks so good today. You know, normally it looks like a hot ass motherfucking mess.
You really have to add that last comment. It's just like, you cannot just let anybody live their life in peace. You always gotta try to bring a brother down. My hair's been looking a hot mess for this whole year that you thought this, but the one day I do it to your liking, that's when you have to tell me that you like it. But at the same time, tell me that I've been looking a crazy hot mess. What kind of friend are you? That awkward moment when you're at whatever retail establishment you shop at, and you just see that bitch knowing she is slaying for the gods. She has the nice weave, Louboutin pumps, the Gucci purse, and all of a sudden you get to that register and that bitch's card is declined. And then they want to look at you when you're standing behind them like you did something wrong, like you cast a voodoo spell that made their card decline. I know it's embarrassing, but don't look at me, honey. My debit card works. The awkward moment when someone of large proportions has to go and call someone else that is smaller than them a fat ass hoe as an insult. Out of all the curse words invented in history, all the derogatory names that we can call anybody, why do you have to talk about that person's weight when clearly you are bigger than them? That awkward ass moment when there's no more toilet paper in the bathroom and you don't realize this until after you've done your business. I'm not going to go into detail right now because I do not want to throw up my delicious Quaker oatmeal that I had this morning for breakfast. However, what do y'all do in this situation? Actually, on second thought, don't answer that. That awkward ass moment when you send a text to the wrong person, and better yet, what makes it even more awkward is sometimes you're talking about that bitch, and then you send that text to the person that you're talking about. That makes a bitch just want to jump off a motherfucking cliff. Just get in my little Corvette or whatever motherfucking car they had in Thelma and Louise and call it a damn day. Because bitch, you know you're dead. Lastly, That awkward moment where you're doing a heartfelt goodbye to a good friend, a lover, a significant other, whatever you want to call that bitch, and you just sharing that moment and you say goodbye, and then both of y'all bitches walk the same direction. It just ruins the whole goddamn mood, because clearly at that point you just totally forgot about everything that you guys were feeling at that moment. Clearly your communication skills are not in the same boat, because you couldn't even communicate that you guys parked in the same parking garage. In conclusion, I hope you guys liked that segment. I actually had a lot of fun trying to think of these things. I want you guys to comment right now and tell me some of the most awkward moments that you've had. Subscribe right now, show this video to all your friends, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. With that being said, I love all of you guys